Just sitting here live, percolating with the man, the myth, the legend, my uncle Rudy Ray Moore, and we doing this DPG Rudy Ray Moore thing, giving a special shout out, a tribute to the greatest of all time. Like I said, without him there wouldn't be no rap community. He was through with it before we knew what to do with it. And we're gonna continue to push this real and keep it going on and taking it to the next level and letting the younger generation know what he means to this industry and what he means to this community that we call rap, and how we should cherish every moment that we spend with the great Rudy Ray Moore.
Thank you, brothers and sisters of the Fast Freedom fucking Party, for nominating me, Dolemite, for your president. I'm not gonna lie to you like the rest of those motherfuckers. I'm not promising you a chicken in every pot. I'm not coming to you with no heavy heart. I'm not promising to make every motherfucking thing perfectly clear. I'm not promising you a goddamn thing.
Okay, hi, this is Donald Randell here. I'm sitting in offices in Beverly Hills with Russ Regan. How are you, sir?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm good, man. So how did you meet Rudy Ray Moore?
I was a promotion man at Record Merchandising on Pico Boulevard in 1963, and Rudy Ray Moore worked for Ruth Dolphin at Dolphins of Hollywood. He did the buying for her, so he would come down every morning at Record Merch and all the record distributors on Pico Boulevard there.
He called it Record Row. I heard him say that.
He called it Record Row.
Right.
And he would pick up, he'd call up, make the order, and then come himself and come and pick up the records and take them back to Dolphins of Hollywood, which was a famous place in South Central.
Vernon and Central Avenue.
Absolutely. And there was a broadcast there at night too, a radio broadcast, and it was a legendary place. And Rudy was always a naturally funny man.
Yes,
he was a very naturally funny guy. And we became friends, and I just loved the man. He was just a great guy. Everybody loved Rudy Ray Moore.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where he basically, I think, started maybe his career or whatever in the entertainment world. And he graduated from there, of course, and made movies and CDs and comedy albums, of course, and all kinds of stuff. So he, as far as I'm concerned, Rudy Ray Moore was right up there. He could have been, or close to a Red Fox kind of a situation, if he'd ever got a TV series like Red Fox did, who I also knew, who was a friend of mine. In fact, I actually produced one album with Red Fox in 1966. It was one of the greatest moments of my life because he was a legend. But Rudy was right up in that area, and if he'd had a little more exposure on the television side as long as the movie side, I think the whole thing would have been he would have been even bigger than he was.
You know what? It's quite funny you said that because I hear it a lot, and but he actually complained about that. But the fact of the matter, he was independent and he did things his way. He didn't have the system behind him, like Ray Fox and Richard Pryor, and Dick Gregory, Bill Cosby, Moms Mabley. So he was independent, which was good. It was good for him actually. But if he would have had the right people around him to guide him early in his career, he would have had crossed over, as they say.
I think you're absolutely right, and I think Rudy was so independent that he had difficulty taking direction.
That is true.
And look, we all have to take direction. I still take direction. And I think you never stop basically taking direction in life, and it's all about networking, and it's all about working as a team with your fellow man.
Absolutely.
And I don't think, in all due respect to Rudy, I think that's one of the things he didn't quite learn.
He didn't at all. I mean, even in the later years, his second time around, when the rappers started sampling him, and I went after them to start collecting all this money.
Sure.
Then they came with respect. They came with the paperwork, with the request, and this percentages splits and all that kind of stuff. I started to work all that out. Then he started really respecting me, not being the kid that he met when I was like, 12, 11 years old.
Really? You were that young when you met him, huh?
I met him when he was filming Petey Wheat Straw right
Wow.
there on Central Avenue, because he lived in the Dunbar Hotel. I stayed next door to the, my mom and I stayed next door to the famous People's Funeral Home where they had, Sam Cooke's funeral and all that. But anyway, yeah.
I'm the last man that had a drink with Sam Cooke.
Are you serious?
Yeah, at Mark Tony's restaurant on Cahuenga Boulevard. I had a drink with Sam Cooke. When he was in town, he'd be there just about every night. So we'd hang together, and I had a drink with him at Mark Tony's restaurant, famous watering hole there for the entertainment business. Sam Cooke said to me, "Russ, I'll see you tomorrow night, man," and split, and that was it. He went to that motel to meet this girl and got shot.
Wow.
So I was the last man to see Sam Cooke.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dolemite is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game. Dolemite. Who? Dolemite, motherfucker. Dolemite. Dolemite. Starring me, Rudy Ray Moore, as Dolemite. Dolemite. Dolemite.